everyone, my name is Nicole here at Peddling Pages, and today I'm going to be talking about reading challenges. So school's coming back up here pretty soon. I have to go back this Wednesday, which is very sad. It's very sad. So I know if you're like me, I always have a hard time when school comes back around, have a hard time keeping up with reading because there's so many new things going on. You've got to get a new schedule and new homework and all kinds of things. So I've decided this year to do a reading challenge to help keep me reading during this first month of school. So the reading challenge that I'm going to do is one that is through Read at Midnight. You should check her out. She's awesome. And she's partnered up with CW of Read, Think, Ponder, and they're doing a very fantasy-related reading challenge for the month of August through September. So it starts August 13th, which is a Sunday, and goes through September 10th. And so it's going to be fabulous. And if you go to her website, which you totally should, it's awesome, you will see that there's like this little game board and you get to choose which path you want to do. And each path has 5 book topics that you will be choosing from to complete your challenges. And I have chosen the Mage path, and the 5 books that are going along with that Mage path, I'm going to share with you the books that I've chosen for that. So our first one for the Mage path is a book with a one-word title, and for that one I have decided to read Scarlet. I read Cinder years and years ago, and I don't know why I didn't pick it back up, but I didn't. I loved it. I just didn't pick it back up. Marissa Meyer, fabulous author. I'm currently reading her standalone Heartless, which is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. And yeah, and it's good. I have no idea why I didn't finish this series, because I totally could have, but I didn't. So this is my opportunity. I'm using this as my opportunity to pick that back up and hopefully finish the rest of the series. So our second book is a book with magic, a book that contains magic. And for that one, I have chosen Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I know that Sarah J. Maas is huge in the publishing world right now, and I've never read any of her books. Not a one. Nah. So I know book 3 of this series just came out, and I know she has the other series that is out, which my friends keep telling me is amazing and I should read, but I haven't yet. And yeah, it's kind of scary at this point because there's like 9 books in that series, and who's got time for that? But this one looks fabulous. I love the covers. I've read reviews and it sounds amazing, so I'm definitely going to be reading this month and getting this first book knocked out so that I can continue on with book 2 and book 3 of that series. So the third challenge for the hashtag The Reading Quest is a book that contains, that's based on mythology. And for that one, I have decided to do The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh, which I'm super excited about. It's a retelling of Scheherazade and the 1001 Nights, and it just sounds really, really neat, and I love her as an author. I just finished her Flame in the Mist book in June and absolutely loved it. I know it's kind of gotten a bad rap. I've seen some pretty negative reviews on that book, but I personally loved it. And may have helped that the book is set in Japan, which I've always been completely obsessed with that culture, and I had just gotten back from Japan when I picked it up and started reading it. So there were so many instances in the book while I was reading it where she would mention something that was cultural that if you didn't know anything about that culture, you had never been there, it wouldn't have made sense to you. So lots of things like that made sense to me just were really cool to be a part of that. I really felt like I was a part of the world while I was reading that, so that probably helped me quite a bit. But we're going to be talking more about that book in a later video. But The Wrath and the Dawn is definitely my book that's based on mythology that I'm going to read this coming month. Okay, our next one is a book that is set in a different world, and for that I chose Dividing Eden by Joelle Caberneau. And she did the Testing trilogy, which was super popular, really big, and I just absolutely fell in love with this cover. I love this white and black, and the premise just sounds really cool. I was in Target. I have to go to the book section anytime I'm in that store, so that's what I did, and found this book. It had just come out, and I had to pick it up, so I'm really excited about this one. It seems pretty short, so I think it's going to be a pretty quick read, but I'm super excited about Dividing Eden. It looks really, really good, and I'm really excited to finally be picking it up. Okay, and the next and last book on my book challenge for the Mage Path is a book that is first in the series. And for that one, I chose House of Furies by Madeline Rue. I'm really excited about this book. She also wrote the Asylum series, which again is on the shelf. Haven't picked it up yet, but it's gonna happen. But I'm really excited about House of Furies. I'm going to be talking about book boxes in the future. I actually did a 3-month subscription to a book box, and this was the only book I got out of that subscription service that I liked or that I thought sounded interesting. So I'm really excited about this one. I'm really into the supernatural horror genre right now. I have no idea why, but when I was genrifying my library, I realized how many books I have that fall into that category. So it's something, it's a phase, it's something. So we'll see what happens. I'm really excited about this one. It's supposed to be a trilogy. We'll see how that goes. But as of right now, it is listed as a book 1. So it's going to fulfill my first in a series for this challenge. So I'm really excited about that. So those are my 5 books that I am planning on doing for this challenge. I'm really excited about it. You cannot start until the 13th because I've actually already attempted I should have tried to talk myself into starting one. I'm like, no, you can't do that. You have to wait till the 13th. So you cannot start till the 13th. It's really neat. Head over to Read at Midnight and it'll give you a full description of the rules and how to level up and get points. And I'm really excited about how it's going to go. It's kind of gamifying reading, which is really interesting to me. So I'm really excited to see how this goes. So if you decide to take the challenge or that you just have some books that you really are looking forward to reading in the next month, please comment below. Let me know what they are. I'm always looking for books that I can read and that I think sound interesting. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it helps keep me out of that first of the school year reading slump, and hopefully you have a lot of fun with it as well. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.